Hey guys, so super excited. I have all the electrical run, except for the addition that I plan on building, but everything else is run. And then I've started putting holes in the walls for the water lines. I'm so excited we're getting there, because as soon as the water lines are in, then I can start putting insulation up and it won't feel like a sauna in here. So you can see one of my little holes to the outside. I have 1/2 inch PEX tubing. I found that this size drill bit, a 5/8 drill bit, is like the perfect size. It like barely fits through the hole. It's super snug. So very excited about that. On the back side of this wall is where my water heater is going to go. So the hot line will go up through the water heater and all that jazz. Yeah. So, doing my lines around, do the hot water line to the sink. And then I'm going to do another line to the dishwasher, which is back here for, I think it also needs hot water. I need to take a look. I've never installed plumbing before. Now, my wiring does look a bit chaotic. The reason why I have so many different breaker boxes or breakers that I'm going to have in here is because I'm on solar and I don't want all my appliances running 24/7 unless they absolutely have to. So, for example, this one's going to power my stove and my dishwasher. I can turn this off because I'm not going to run that all the time. This one's going to do my fridge. Obviously, that'll be on all the time. The countertop plugs will probably be on all the time. My microwave will not, so I can turn that one off separately. So that's why I have way more wiring in here than is necessary. So if you're doing on-grid, you don't need as many runs as I have. Theoretically, you can put 10 plugins on one run. That is not what I have done here, because I want my appliances to be able to shut off. Obviously, some things you run on their own, like the microwave. And plus, yeah, I just think the microwave's a big one. The stove, since mine's gas, it doesn't take a 50 amp plug, but if you had an electric one, it'd be on its own too. So just things like that. I really want to be able to turn off some of these appliances while I'm not using them to conserve my solar, because I don't really want to make a huge solar system for this little tiny shed. It'll cost me so much money, so really trying to cut that down. Alright, so I have my hot water in, because I hope so. When I actually pressure test this, I'm really hoping that none of the fittings leak. I did get shark bite fittings because they're just so much easier to deal with. So I'll show you kind of what I've been doing. So on the other side of this wall is going to be my water heater, because my bathroom is going to be on the other side of that wall. So I wanted it to have easy access to the shower. So water line is going to come from the hot water heater. And it will branch off on the other side to a couple different places, but for right now, it's going to come down through here. It's going to go over to here. I'm going to have probably a sink, or this line, so this line will go to my sink. It will also go to my shower and possibly a washing machine. Okay, that was hard to get in. This bends fairly well, but it needed some help there. And then here's going to be where my dishwasher is. And then over here it comes to my hot water for my sink. So sticking with my shark bite theme, I got these angle stop valves with faucet connector. So it'll push right into here. The PEX tubing will. It has a water stop. And then up here is where it hooks into your sink. So I have 2 of those, one for the hot, one for the cold. Alright, so I'm sitting here dry fitting how I want my propane, my propane lines to come into the house. So this is kind of what I've came up with. The one bar that goes outside, I want to say, is like 10 inches long. And then connected to that, I have a 1/2 inch steel elbow with the male end on one side and the female end on the other. And then connected to this, I have this 1/2 inch 45-degree elbow, which is a female end on both sides. Then I have my 1/2 inch 4-inch pipe connected, as well as a gas valve. So the reason why I put this on here is because I wanted to be able to tighten it so it angles a little bit this way, away from the wall. So you'll see that it's setting that pipe at a little bit of an angle is what I want. So I don't want it flush with the sheetrock that's going to be on here. I want it to be able to kind of be, you know, facing, it's not very secure in here yet, but facing away from the wall so it's easier to hook up the hose. So that's why I went that route. So I think it will work fairly well for what I want it for. I have another set of these for the propane water heater. So instead of doing a line all the way through here, I am just going to connect these on the outside.